today's Legal Minute with the Law Office of Cooley, Shrair in Springfield. Today we're joined by attorney Robert Dambrov. We're talking about pay for all hours worked. The question is, do employees always get paid for all of their hours worked?
Well, there's a number of situations where employees do things at work but don't get paid even though the law requires that they get paid.
So how do you define the term work?
The law doesn't really define the word work, but it does define the term employ to mean to suffer or permit work. And the courts describe work as the exercise or loss of an employee of his time when it's required by the employer, when it is done primarily for the employer's benefit, and if the work is done outside the employee's regular work hours, the words they use, it has to be an integral and indispensable part of the employee's principal activities.
Now, you mentioned the words suffer and permit. What do these words mean?
Well, even if the employer doesn't require the work to be done, even if the employer doesn't have a rule against unauthorized work, and even if the employer prohibits the specific work being done, if the employer is aware that the work's being done, or reasonably should have been aware that the work is being done, the employee has to get paid for that time working.
So do you have some examples of this?
Well, common examples are if an employee is working through their meal break, lunch break, if they report to work before their starting time and start working before that, or if they stay over after the end of their shift and they continue to do work or finish a job. Once again, the employer has to pay them for that, even if they are aware of this work is being done.
Okay, but that's not to say that an employee can take advantage of that and come into work early just for the sake of getting paid for those hours.
Well, it's up to the employer to either make sure they don't punch in early or start working or discipline them, take some steps. But if the work is being done and they're aware about it, they can't have blinders on and look the other way. If they know what's going on, they have to pay the employees for it.
They have to pay them. And lastly, really quickly, what about time commuting to and from work?
Normally, that is not paid for. However, there are exceptions, such as if the employee is transporting in his car from home heavy equipment to the job site, or if the employee is doing some significant work while they're commuting.
So there are some exceptions. Thank you so much, Attorney Dambrov, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. For more information, call 413-781-0750 or visit CooleyShrair.com.